Excellence. Success.
We are aces.
Ascend.
Ayan, so good morning everyone. Dahil dyan, before tayo mag-officially start, pwede bang pahingi muna ng heart dyan if ready na kayo mag-review for today's morning? Hello, sir. Sir Amore, you may now share your screen po.
Ayan, so, good morning. So, rinig ba?
Yes po, sir.
Ayan, so, ayan, good morning. So, wala na introduction, no? So, anyway, we'll be reviewing steel compression. So, hopefully, this will help sa coming exams niyo. And, ayan, so start na tayo. So, for our outline, I'll give some introduction about compression, steel compression, and then we'll discuss the limit states, the general buckling by Euler's theory, and then let's try to solve some examples on how to do analysis and design for W and WT section as follows. Ayan, so a short background lang. So compression members are structural elements that are subjected to axial compressive forces. So examples of compression members are columns, truss members, and as well as frame braces. And so here's the limit states that govern when we talk about steel compressions. For the general buckling, it is the instability of compression member due to applied compression load. General buckling is signified by either lateral deflection or twisting of the member itself. So as you can see here, for the general buckling, nagkakaroon siya ng deflection all throughout its length or along its length. So it's either deflection or twisting. While local buckling is the instability of section components such as flanges, webs of a compression member. So the local buckling is signified by the deflection of its section component. So as you can see here in the figure at the right, so yung nagbabuckle dito is yung flange or yung web. So kaya it is important to check for the elements, for the section elements. Yeah. For the general buckling, pag may question kayo ha, you may raise. Baka masyadong mabilis lang yung pag-explain ko. Ayan, so anyway, I'll continue. For general buckling, this is from Euler's buckling theory. So the general buckling is the instability of member under axial compressive load. So there are three types of general buckling. First is the flexural buckling. So it is the lateral bending about the axis with the largest slenderness ratio, often the minor principal axis or kung saan malaki yung radius of gyration. Right. So common in compression members of any cross-section. For torsional buckling, it is the twisting about longitudinal axis. So typically in slender, doubly symmetrical section with thin elements. Built-up thin plate members are more prone to this. So, ayan. And then, the third one, ito yung combination ng flexural and torsional buckling. Combination of lateral bending and twisting occurring in unsymmetrical and partially symmetrical sections. So examples nito ay yung mga channels, structural tees, different angle bars, so equal leg, unequal leg, and so on. So for us to design or to analyze a section, we dapat i-check natin for these three types of general buckling, no? So, most of our sections, I mean, lahat ng sections should be tested sa flexural buckling. And then, for torsional buckling naman, kung meron tayong mga slender sections. Ayan. Slender, tsaka doubly symmetrical sections. Ayan. So, para sa mga channel bars, structural Ts, yung mga WT sections and angle bars, i-check din natin for flexural torsional buckling. Ayan. So, the effective length factor, ayan, so we have two value of K dito, theoretical value and recommended design value, K. So this is according, this is, this depends on the support sa column. So, ayan, so ito yung mga illustration, fixed-ended columns, fixed unhinged, and so on. So, itong theoretical K value, this is used for analysis, while itong recommended design value K is used for design. Ayan. So, kung mapapansin nyo, mas larger, equal, or greater than yung value ng design compared sa theoretical value. Ayan. So, anyway, kailangan siyang i-memorize for this table. So, ang common lang naman dito ay itong hinge. So, 1 yung value ng K, and fixed and hinge, 0.7 for theoretical, 0.8 for design. So, ito yung laging lumalabas. And then, for local buckling of columns, so again, pag sinabing general, all throughout its length, yung magbabuckle. Pero pag sinabing local, dun sa section mismo, yung flange and web. So, for checking natin, we need to check kung prone to buckle ba yung section natin. So, we need to check for the limiting width thickness ratio for compression elements. Ayan, so, i-check natin kung compact ba yung section or slender. So, when you say slender, mas ano siya, mas mahaba na manipis. So, yun yung slender. So, pag compact naman, thicker, and then, hindi masyadong mahaba. Ayan. So, i-check natin both yung flange and as well as yung web. Ayan. So, since yung discussion natin today is for W section and WT section lang. So, I highlighted here yung kailangan lang i-point out. So, this is for W section. So, ito yung for flange. I-check natin yung B over T dito sa formula na to. 0.56 square root of E over Fy. So, if B over T is less than this value, you can say na compact yung section. Compact or not slender. For the web naman, so, ito yung formula na titingnan natin. We compare H over TW, where H is the overall depth minus yung K des. Ayan. Dalawang K des. And then, so yun yung H. So, H over TW. You compare it with 1.49 square root of E over Fy. So, if less than siya, it means the web is compact or not slender. So, hindi siya prone to buckling, local buckling. Ayan. So, for WT section naman, ayan. So, same lang sa flange. Ito yung gagamitin natin sa case 3. And then, for the web, hindi siya web, stems of T's. Itong nandito sa baba. For the stems of T's, ito naman yung formula na gagamitin. 0.75 square root of E over Fy. We compare D over TW. Ibig sabihin the overall depth. So, walang bawas to. The overall depth minus, over the thickness ng web. If it is less than 0.75 square root of E over Fy, then we can say that the section is compact or not slender. Yeah. So again, importante na malaman natin if yung mga elements natin are compact ba or merong slender, kasi pag compact siya, both compact, yung flange and web, so yung formula na gagamitin natin is for compact lang. Pero if meron siyang slender element, so we will be using different formulas. So medyo madaming formulas ko si steel. Pero given naman lahat ng NCP formulas. So ayan, so NCP 2015 requirements. So ito yung requirements niya for design compressive strength for LRFD and for allowable compressive strength or AST. Ayan. So we will be using this factor, reduction factor, and safety factor. Ayan. We multiply this design factor dito sa nominal load. Nominal load. And then we divide this safety factor dito sa PN. Ayan. So nominal compressive strength or nominal load. Ayan. So anyways, ito yung factor na kailangan gamitin after we solve for nominal compressive strength. So sa later part ng solutions. Also, we need to check for the slenderness limitation. So according to NCP, for members designed on the basis of compression, so if you design the member for column, for truss member na undergo ng compression, the slenderness ratio or the KL over R is preferably should not exceed 200. Okay, so 200 yung limit. Ayan, so ito na yung mga formulas, no? So as I have said, no, it is important to check yung local buckling. So yung mga elements natin, flange and webs, kung meron ba siyang slender element or compact lang lahat. So kasi we have different formulas for that. So first is for compressive strength for flexural buckling of members without slender elements. So ibig sabihin, the flange and the webs are compact. So we will be using this formula. Ayan. So to solve for flexural buckling stress, FCR, so dalawa yung formula. So we need to check for the slenderness ratio. If less than ba siya 4.75 square root of E over Fy. So if less than, so we will use this formula. If greater than naman, we will use this formula. So pwedeng ito yung basis natin or pwede namang ito. So Fe, isosolve mo muna si Fe. So Fe is the Euler elastic critical buckling or Euler stress. So pi square E over KL over R square. And then take note lang, yung KL over R na gagamitin dito is yung governing slenderness ratio. Ayan. Or yung mas malaking value. Ayan. So, you may solve for FE and then compare it with 0.44 FY. So, if greater than siya, you will use this formula. And if less than, ito yung gagamitin na formula. Ayan. Ayan. Excuse me. And then, what if merong slender element? So, when you say meron, pwedeng yung flange ay slender or it's either flange or the web or pwedeng both. Ayan. So, if meron tayong slender element, so, ang formula na to ay madadagdagan ng variable Q. Ayan. So, yung Q ay itatabi kay Fy. Ayan. So, kaya may QFY, 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 and QFY. QFY, QFY. So, the same formula na to kanina, pero may nadagdag na value na Q. So, where Q is equal to 1 lang kung compact lahat. Pero kung meron ng slender, ang value ng Q ay QS times QA. Yeah. So, automatic magiging A is equals to 1 kung yung unstiffened slender elements lang. The section is composed of only unstiffened slender element. Later on, i-discuss ko ano-anong ibig sabihin ng unstiffened tsaka stiffened. And then, magiging QS equals to 1 naman if the section composed of only stiffened slender elements. Ayan. Ayan, so yun na. So, anong difference ng stiffened and unstiffened and stiffened element? So, considering W section, so ito yung flange natin. So, itong flange are both unstiffened. So, yung point of support niya kasi isa lang. Considering itong left and right, so supported na siya ng isang point. So, unlike dito sa web, which is supported siya sa dalawang end niya, so this is stiffened web. Ayan. And then yung flange sa baba, the same, unstiffened siya. And for WT section naman, flange are unstiffened, itong dito sa left and right, and then the stems of T's naman, itong nasa baba, or yung web, unstiffened din siya kasi wala na siyang point of support sa baba. So, lahat ng elements are unstiffened. So, ibig sabihin, balikan ko lang dito. Let's say, yung web lang yung slender. Ayan. So, only stiffened yung slender. So, ibig sabihin, only stiffened ang slender, so yung web lang, automatic QS is 1. Ayan. Or other way naman, let's say, what if yung flange yung slender? So, which is unstiffened yung flange. Ibig sabihin, yung QA natin is automatic 1. Only unstiffened slender element. Ayan. So, I hope that makes clear. Pero, again, don't hesitate to interrupt me pag may question kayo or if nabibilisan lang kayo sa pacing ko. Yeah. So anyway, let's proceed. So, ayan. So, paano isolve yung QS and QA? Ayan. So, for QS, so we have, QS is a reduction factor. So, yung value niya is, it's equal to 1 or less. Ayan. So, again, for flange angles and plates projecting from rolled columns and other compression members, so if yung B over T mo is less than 0.56 square root of E over Fy, so ibig sabihin nito that yung flange mo ay compact, so ibig sabihin, yung QS mo ay automatic 1. So, yun yung ibig sabihin dito sa letter A. And then, if yung B over T mo is in between 0.56 square root of E over Fy and 1.03 square root of E over Fy, you will use this formula for solving for QS. And then, if yung B over T mo is greater than 1.03, you will use this formula. Ayan. And for flange, angles, and plates projecting from built-up columns and other compression member, so we have different formula naman. So again, itong nasa una, it just mean na yung flange natin is compact, so automatic QS is equals to 1. Otherwise, you'll be using these formulas. For single angle, so this is angle bar. We have different formula for solving for QS. So again, itong una, this is for checking na compact yung flange. So actually, yung mga formula na to is galing lang din dito sa table. Itong mga table na to. Actually, naputol ko, hindi ko nasama yung angle bar. Ito pala. Wait lang. Ito for 54. Sorry, flexure pala to. So, may ano pa to, may kadugtong pa. So, hindi lang siya hanggang 12. So, pinutol ko siya kasi naka-focus lang tayo for today sa W and WT. So, anyway, may dugtong pa to and galing dun sa table lang yung mga values na to. Ayan. So, ito yung pag-check natin for single angle. So, if B over T is less than this value, ibig sabihin, yung flange niya is compact, automatic QS is 1. Otherwise, you will use this formula. In between and then greater than. And then, for stem of piece, so since kasama sa lecture natin today, or review natin today ang WT, so expect that we will be using this formula. So again, WT is T-shape, T-section siya. So, if D over T is less than 0.75 square root of E over Fy, then QS equals to 1. And then, in between, ito yung gagamitin. And kung greater than, so correction lang, this should be greater than. If greater than naman, QS is equals to this value. Ayan. So ito yung mga label. So yung first step of T's, no, yung B niya is the width of the unstiffened compression element. And then for D naman, full nominal depth of T. And T naman is thickness of the element. So ibig sabihin, if we draw siguro, no, yung WT. Ayan. So, width of unstiffened compression element. So, suppose yung stem niya yung slender. So, ito yung B niya. D naman is overall depth. And then, thickness of the element, yung thickness ng stem. So, how about for QA? So, may QS, may QA. So, ito naman yung computation ng QA. So, ratio lang siya ng effective area over the total cross-sectional area of the member. Ayan. So, ano naman yung area effective? So, it's the summation of effective areas of the cross-section based on reduced effective weight or BE. Ayan. So, isosolve mo muna si BE. So, BE is reduced effective weight. It is determined as follows. So, first, uniformly compressed slender element where B over T is greater than 1.49 square root of B over M. So you may use this formula and make sure na the value of B is less than B kasi nga reduced effective weight siya. And then since lesser siya, yung makukuha nating area effective is also lesser than the area. Sabihin, we will get less than 1. So yung QA reduction. So both QS and QA are reduction. And then for flange of sphere and rectangular slender element,
Sir, hindi ka po namin
So, klaro na po ba? Ayan, so check. Mic check.
Ganun pa rin po.
Walang problem sa mic. Ayan, so parang naka-static ba yung audio? Hello?
Sir, hindi po ata kayo, hindi po okay yung mic niyo po, sir.
Ayan, so mic test, mic test.
Okay na po, sir.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ayan, so lumipat lang ako ng Wi-Fi. So hopefully, nag-improve siya. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, mic test.
Okay naman na po, sir.
Ayan, so go na. Go, go, go. So anyway, this is not applicable sa i-discuss natin kasi this is for different section, no? This is for rectangular or square flange. So, rectangular or square flange. Ito naman for circular. Ayan. So anyway, we'll skip this. Ang dami ng formula, ang dami ng nangyayari. So, recall recap lang natin konti. So again, recap lang konti, no? So first, we need to check for the local backlink. Ayan. So, ito yung sa W section. So, we check for case 3 and case 10. Ito naman for WT section. Ayan. So, ang purpose natin dito is to check kung meron ba tayong slender na element sa flange or sa web. Kung puro compact, ibig sabihin not slender, ito lang yung formula na gagamitin natin. So, direct lang. Ayan. Medyo naglalag. And then, if in case meron tayong slender element, so we will be using this formula. Itong merong Q. And then may cases tayo if ang slender ba ay unstiffened or unstiffened. So kung yung slender ay unstiffened, automatic QA is 1. If yung slender element is stiffened, automatic QS is equals to 1. So dalawa yung case. Pero kung both are slender, both are slender, you need to solve for QS and QA. So walang 1 doon. So to solve for QS and QA, we have bunch of formulas na titingnan. So this is for QS. And ito yung for QA. Ayan. So, proceed tayo. So, compressive strength for torsional and flexural torsional buckling of members. So, ano bang section yung i-consider natin for torsional and flexural torsional buckling of members? So, this section applies to singly symmetric and unsymmetric member. So, ibig sabihin, yung axis of symmetry niya is one axis lang. Hindi siya doubly. So, also for unsymmetric member. So, in certain doubly symmetric members such as cruciform and built-up columns with compact and non-compact sections. So, examples nito are the channel bar, the WT, cruciform. So, naka-cross yung tsura niya. As well as the built-up columns with compact and non-compact sections. Ayan. So, kung may slender na built-up column. So, hindi nakasama dito yung W section. Ayan. So, ito yung mga one axis of symmetry lang. So, along X. Ito naman along Y. Ito naman naka-cruciform. Kasama na yung angle bar. So, for torsional na siya. And, if ganito yung mga sections natin, we need to check for this torsional and flexural torsional buckling of members. So, anyway, the nominal compressive strength is FCR times AG lang din. So, paano isolve yung stress, FCR? Ayan, so we have another formula. So, number 1, this is for double angle. So, double angle is ganito yung shape. And for T-shape compression members. So, yung T-shape is yung, sorry. T-shape is, yan. So, yung WT section is pasok dito. So, we need to check for compressive strength pa. And FCR is equal to this formula. So, medyo mahaba. And yung FCRY is masosolve mo siya using the formula, yung previous formula, and then considering yung y-axis of symmetry. Ayan. So, considering buckling about y-axis of symmetry. So, FCRZ naman is itong formula na to. Ayan. And then, H. So, may formula tayo for H nasa likod. Ayan. And then, I think yun lang. Ayan. So, applicable siya sa double angle and WT. Pag doubly symmetric naman, yung mga cruciforms and so on. So, ito naman yung formulas niya. So, anyways, we will not be discussing this to number 2 kasi nakafocus lang tayo ngayon sa W and WT. Ayan. So, anyway, may mga variables tayo dito. RO square. So, RO square is ito yon, yung formula na to. And then, hindi nakasama itong nasa baba. So, para sa ano na siya? Unsymmetric members. Ayan, so, I think we're done with our introduction and also for presenting the formulas. And I believe let's have now our first sample problem. Sample problem for W section. So, to better understand yung mga diniscuss ko earlier, let's try to have this example. Ayan. So, game na ba? Hello? Ayan, game na daw. So, get your calculator kasi kayo yung magsasolve. And, yeah. So anyways, for W sections, determine the allowable and design actual compressive strength. So using ASD and LRFD of W12 by 120 using NSCP 2015. So yung mga formulas na pinakita ko kanina. The KL is given as 18 feet and Fy, the yielding steel yielding strength is 50 KSI. So,
Sir, naglolo ka po katawan ng mic.
Wait lang, wait. Alright, so mic test. How about now?
Ganun pa rin po, sir.
Ala, what's wrong? Wait lang. so mic test.
Ganun pa rin po, sir.
Paano yung sound? Nag-add.
Sir, nagsistatic po yung audio niyo. Sir,
Hello? What went wrong? Hello, hello. Ayan, so wait lang. Ganun pa rin ba?
okay na po, sir.
Lang, off ko lang yung AC. Ayan. Mic test. Okay na? Can we proceed?
Yes po, sir.
Yes
Okay
po,
na po.
sir.
Ayan, so let's try to apply using our first sample problem. And sample problem. Given section W12 by 120, and then KL is 18 feet, FY is 50 KSI. So the properties of the section is also given. So first step is to solve for the slenderness ratio. Yan. So slenderness ratio is KL over RX. So this is for x-axis. KL is 18 feet. So we multiply 12 to convert feet to inch. Kasi yung RX natin is naka-inch. Yeah. So we get 70.358. Yeah. And then along y-axis naman, or in the minor axis, the slenderness ratio is 72. Yeah. So KL is 18, then RY is also given. So the critical slenderness ratio is whichever is the greater value. So yun yung critical. And we will use this value later sa mga solutions natin. First step 2, solve for the Euler buckling stress. So Euler buckling stress is given as pi square E over the slenderness ratio quantity square. So recall, the slenderness ratio is 72. Yan yung nag-govern. And substitute here, pi square. Yung E natin for steel, E for steel is 29,000 KSI. Ayan. So, we get Fe equals to 60.101 KSI. So that's for step 2. After solving for the Euler buckling stress, we check for the limiting width to thickness ratio. So ito yung for local buckling. So recall, ito yung sa case number 3. Case number 3, ito yung case number 10. Tama ba? B over T. So ito yung B natin. Actually, B is flange width over 2. Right? So actually, ito na yung nasa given. BF over 2 over thickness ng flange. So, 5.44, you compare it with 0.56 square root of E over Fy. So, that's for the flange. And for the web naman, H over TW, you compare it with 1.49 square root of E over Fy. Ayan. So, from here, so sinolve ko na siya, we can say na yung B over T natin or BF over TF, which is 5.54, is less than 13.49. So, less than this value. So, this is true, right? Ayan. So, true yan. And then, also, yung H over TW, or ito nasa given natin, which is D over TW, which is 13.66, is less than 35.88. So less than this value. So this is also true. So therefore, since both true, we can say that our section is compact. Ayan. So, since compact siya, we will check, ulit lang. Since compact, we will use this formula. Ayan. So, itong formula lang. So, walang Q, walang QA, walang QS. So, direct lang. So, we have two formulas here, 1 and 2. So, ano yung gagamitin natin? We need to check kung anong mag-govern dito sa condition. So, to solve for FCR, so again, we need to check. Dito ako nag-refer, no? So, either naman. So, dito ako nag-refer. So, 0.44 Fy is 22 KSI. So, again, Fy is 50. Yan. Fe, yung na-solve natin kanina, step number 4, step number 2, 60.101. Ayan. So, therefore, Fe is greater than 0.44 Fy. And, pasok siya dito sa number 1. Ayan. So, therefore, ito yung gagamitin natin na formula to solve for FCR. Not this one. So, FCR is 0.685 raised to Fy over Fe, quantity, multiplied by Fy. Ayan. So, FCR is 35.298 KSI. Ayan. And then, yun lang. So, we now solve for Tn. Pn is just equals to, so ito yung formula niya. So, Pn is just equals to FCR times the gross area. So, area is 35.2. So, given siya sa section. So, multiplying with area, makukuha mo yung nominal strength. Ayan. Nominal compressive strength, which is 1,242.478 kips. So, diretso lang yung solution. And then for the last step, determine the allowable and design actual compressive strength. For ASD, the allowable compressive strength is Tn over 1.67. So ito yung formula natin kanina na Tn over omega. So where omega is 1.67. So, and then for LRFD, so ito yung formula na phi Tn, where phi is 0.9. So ito yung mga reduction factor, ito yung mga safety factor. So ibig sabihin, yung nominal is 1,200. So yung purpose ng reduction factor and safety factor is to get a lesser value ng compressive strength, thus to make sure na safe yung gagamitin natin na compressive strength for the analysis. So for allowable, 743, and then for LRFD, 1,180. So, direct lang yung solution natin kasi wala tayong slender element. Ayan. So, anyways, may question ba sa sample problem number 1? Yung audio ko ba ay ganun pa rin?
Okay naman na po, sir. Audio niya po. May question po si Janicio po sa chat.
Sige. Wait lang. Slenderness ratio. So, balikan natin ha. Ayan, so nagsosolve si Janicio, no? Comparing 70 and 72. So, yung larger yung pipiliin natin. So, wait lang ha. Tama, no? Let me check for a while. Ayan, so tama. So 690095 and yeah. I think dito lang ako nagkamali. Wait lang ha. Let me share again. So this is 69.001. And let me check kung parehas lang ba. Pi squared times 29,000 over ayan. So I believe almost the same lang, no? Ayan. So wala masyado, dito lang nagkamali. 69 pa. So yung gagamitin is 70 yung nag-govern. Tama ba? Okay. So, hindi lang na-update. So anyways, na-correct ko na siya. So, wait lang. Ayan. So, balik tayo dito. So, yung error ko lang dito is, mali yung na-type ko na values. So, this is corrected na. So, this is 69. And once you substitute naman 69 dito, you will get 60.1 something 60.12, so which is the same lang. So may konting discrepancies. So anyways, check ko na rin yung mga succeeding solutions. So nag-ano na siya. Ayan. So, may discrepancies lang mga decimals. Ayan. So, anyway, this is our solution for W section. Any more questions? Ayan, no? So, the students are listening talaga. So, that's good. Yeah. So I think let's proceed to our next problem, which is a simple problem for WT section. Ayan, so the analysis of WT section as column, given the effective length, determine the actual compressive stress using ST and LRT. Oh my God.
Excuse me po. May problem po sa
Hello.
Sir, nagsistatic po yung audio niyo.
Hello.
Sir, static pa rin po. Hello po, sir.
Yes, hello.
Sir, static pa rin po.
Parang Tetris daw.
Okay na po, sir.
Ayan, so, hello. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay na, can we proceed?
Okay na po.
Ayan,
Okay na
so,
po, sir.
given the section, WT, and then also KL, 20 feet, the effective length, then also FY is also given, 50 KSI. So, let's try to determine the actual compressive strength using ASD and LRFT. So, the same step lang. For step 1, we solve for the slenderness ratio. Ayan. Paki-check kung baka may mali may mali dito. So, again, KL is 20 times 12 over RX. Ayan. So, that's 51. And then, for RY, that's 105. So, you choose the larger slenderness ratio. So, yun yung critical slenderness ratio natin. So, that's governed. For step number 2, solve for the Euler-Buckling stress. So, the Euler-Buckling stress is, ayan. So, we have formula, pi square E over the governing slenderness ratio, quantity square. Yeah. So, again, E is 29,000 KSI. Ayan, so we get 25.831 KSI. So for step 3, you have to check for the limiting width to thickness ratio. Again, we have for flange and for web. So yung cases kanina na hinighlight ko sa NSCP. So for flange, 0.59 square root of E Fy, and for web, 0.75 square root of E over Fy. And then we compare it with the values here. So ito yung sa flange. So 4.45 is less than this value, right? And then for the web or for the stem of T's, 23.54 is less than, greater than. So, ito less than, ito greater than. So, ibig sabihin, we have compact and we have slender elements. Ayan. So, yun yung nagpapa-exciting sa life. So, we get to use this formula, yung merong Q, kasi meron tayong element na slender. So, again, Q is katabi ni phi. Q phi. So, Q is equals to QS times QA. And then, take note, yung slender natin is nandun sa web. Ibig sabihin, nandito. So, anong value, anong meron dito? This is unstiffened. Yan. So, kasi isa lang yung point of support niya. So, nandito yung slender. So, unstiffened, only unstiffened slender element, ibig sabihin, automatic QA is equals to 1. Ayan. Slender unstiffened element, nandun siya sa stem of T's, therefore QA is equal to 1. Okay na yung audio ko? Okay na audio ko, guys? Ayan. So, next is to solve for Q. So again, QA is 1. So we need to solve for QS na lang. And to solve for QS, we have for stem of T's done, yung number 4, ito yung formula niya. Yan. So, merong tatlo dito, and then for sure, hindi ito magagamit kasi hindi naman compact yung stems natin. Ayan. So, anyways, so solve natin si D over T, which is ito yon, D over TW, 23.538. And we compare it with 0.75 and compare it with 1.03. And then, as you can see, yung D over TW natin is in between sa 0.75 and 1.03. So, pag in between, ayan, bagal yung yung box. Ibig sabihin, we will use this formula kasi in between siya. So, right? In between yung D over TW. Substitute lang everything here. And then you get to solve for QS, which is equals to 0.7156. And therefore, Q is equals to QA times QS. Again, QA is just 1 equal to 1. So, Q is just equals to 0.7156. And then, ayan, so we will substitute everything here sa formula natin, kasama yung Q na nakakasolve lang natin. So, we have two formulas to solve for the FCR. And then, we first check kung saan dito yung gagamitin natin. So, ito yung basis ko for checking. So, solving for FCR, na-solve na natin si FE, no, kanina. Sa step 2. So, 25.831. And then, we check natin sa 0.44 QFY. So, again, 0.44 Q natin is ito. And then, yung FY natin is 50. So, equal to 15.741. So, therefore, mas malaki si FE compared sa 0.44 QFY. Therefore, itong una, yung gagamitin natin. Yan. So, this formula will be used and FCR is equal to 20.038 KSI. Yan. And then, we solve for PN. So, to solve for PN, just multiply with area lang. So, we get 436.828 kips. Ayan. Pero, nilagyan ko ng 1 kasi...
Sir, nagloloko po ulit yung mic niyo.
Oh my gosh. Hello, what happened? Sa internet ba to? Oh my gosh. Ayan, so I changed the internet ulit. How about now?
Sir, mayroon pa rin pong konti.
Hello. 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 Mic check 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2.
Okay na po, sir.
Yan, effective. So, okay na? Right?
Opo.
Ayan, so proceed tayo. So, actually, mga add yun, skip ads lang. So, anyway, proceed tayo. So, PN1 kasi meron pa tayong i-consider. So, take note, our section now is WT. So, pag WT, one axis of symmetry lang siya. So therefore, we need to consider compressive strength for torsional and flexural torsional buckling of members without slender elements. So with or without. So, consider pa rin natin siya kasi WT section siya. Ayan. So, kung WT siya, channel bar, angle bar, etc., prone or susceptible siya for torsion. Ayan. So, here's the formula for FCR for WT. Ayan, WT, shape, so yung mahaba. And then, FCRY, again, is just equal to yung mga equations earlier, no? 505.3-2. And then FCRZ is ito. And then we have also other variables, RO square and H. So, let's try to solve muna yung mga variables. So again, given yung properties ng section. Take note that G is constant siya for steel. That is 11,200 KSI. Ayan. So constant na yan. Next is X naught for WT, 0 lang yung X naught. So wala tayong distance. So nasa y-axis lang siya. For y naught naman, as you can see dito sa figure, barred y lang minus half ng flange. Ayan. So, yun yung location ng shear center natin. So, actually, yung x naught and y naught, yun yung location ng shear center. So, nandito siya. So, next naman is the RO square. So, hindi ko na sinulat dito yung mga pero ito yung formula niya. So, just plug in lang, x naught is 0, y naught is 3.25, ix and iy are given, as well as the area given. And then, lastly, h. So,
Sir, naluloko po ulit yung mic niyo.
Honor. Hello. 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 Hello.
Sir, ganun pa rin po.
Hello. 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 Ayan. Mic check. Mic.
Ganun pa rin po. Sir.
Mic check. Nasa kanila ba ako? Hello. What happened to my mic?
And okay na po siya, sir.
Ayan. Hello. Okay na?
Okay
Right?
na po, sir.
Ayan. So, skip ad ulit. So, proceed tayo. So, dapat kasi naka-premium. H, just substitute everything here. You can solve for H na. 0.716. So, after natin i-solve yung mga variables here, hindi pa natin mapa-plug in lahat kasi we still need to solve for FCR Y. So, we need to solve for this. So, paano i-solve si FCR Y? Compute for FCR Y and FCR Z. So, isosolve muna natin yung Euler backlit stress with respect to y-axis. So, ang gagamitin natin sa baba is KL over RY. Ayan. So, which is the same lang to kanina sa FE. Nagkataon lang. Pero, just be careful lang kasi hindi naman lagi na Y talaga yung mag-govern sa slenderness ratio. Kasi may mga times na meron tayong bracing. So, yung magiging effective length ng along X is mas smaller compared sa Y. So, kaya minsan nag-govern din basta may mga bracings. So, minsan nag-govern yung slenderness ratio ng along X. So, again, dapat Y yung gagamitin dito. Ayan. And then, take note, dito tayo sa right side, titingin. We need to check kung ano yung gagamitin natin dito. So, again, sorry. Ito yung equation 5.5, 505.3-2 and -3. So, itong dalawa. So, alin dito yung gagamitin natin to solve for FCR? Ayan. So, we need, solve muna natin si 0.44 FY. So, ito yon. So, that's 22 KSI. And then, FEY is ito lang sa taas. So, comparing, FEY is greater than 0.44 FY. So, since greater than siya, itong case 1. So, we will use this formula to solve for FCRY. So, therefore, FCRY is, so diretso ko na lang, substitute everything here. So, to solve for FCRY, that is 22.239 KSI. And then, to solve for FCRZ, ito lang yung formula niya. So, shortcut ko lang ha. Pero, since na-solve na natin lahat ng mga variables, no, like G, J, given lang yung J, no, like here, meron tayong J. Yung G is also given. Pag steel, laging 11,200 yan. And then yung area gross and RO square. So property lang yung area and then RO square yung na-solve na rin natin last sa slide, previous slide. So, ito yung value ng FCRZ, 100. After solving for FCRZ, meron tayong H, everything. Therefore, masasolve na natin si FCR. So, ito yung FCR for torsional and flexural torsional buckling. So, hindi ko na sinubstitute sa slide, pero yeah. Just substitute everything here sa formula, then you will get 20.704 KSI. And last step, after solving for FCR, you need to solve for the compressive strength. So, PN, nominal compressive strength. So, just multiply FCR with area. So, you will get PN2 equal to 451.347 kips. Ayan, so meron tayong PN1 and PN2. And next is you will compare it with PN1. So, comparing PN1 and PN2, you will select the critical or the least value ng nominal strength, which is Tn1. So choose the lesser value. Tn1 governs. So for our last step, step 10, determine the allowable and design actual compressive strength. So ganun lang. For ASD, divide 1.67, PN divide 1.67, and for LRFD, PN multiplied by 0.9. So you will get PA is equals to 261.575 kips, while in LRFD, PU, the ultimate compressive strength is 393.146 kips. And I think, yeah, that's all. So, do you have any questions and clarifications for our sample problem number 2? Hello, hello. Rinig ba ako?
Sir, may tanong po si Janice sa chat.
Ayan, so may question pala. So, balik tayo sa Y. So, yung Y natin, ito yung Y bar. So, kasama siya sa property. 3.84. Tapos, babawasan mo siya ng half ng thickness ng flange to get 3.25. Rinig naman ako, no? Right? Pwede kayo mag-open audio. Pag nagtatanong, huwag nyo nang i-type. Rinig, right?
Rinig.
Oh. Ayan, rinig naman, no? So, x sub 0, let's say x naught and y naught, ito yung location ng shear center. So, nandito kasi yung shear center ng WT. Nandito siya sa half ng thickness ng flange and along y-axis. So, ibig sabihin, yung x naught natin is 0 kasi nandun lang siya sa y is equals to 0. So, wala siyang distance from y-axis. And then, yung y naught naman, from the centroid ng WT, papunta dun sa shear center natin. So, bale, para magets yun, no? Itong centroid natin, ito yung centroid, no? Yan yung magiging origin. Yan. And then, yung shear center, ito yung coordinates ng, the x naught and y naught is the coordinate ng shear center. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung x naught and y naught. Pero in this case, for sure, yung x naught natin is 0 kasi wala naman siyang distance with the y-axis now, from the y-axis. So, this is 0 lang. And then, yung y naught natin is itong y minus half ng thickness ng flange. Ayan. Y minus half ng thickness ng flange. Ayan. So, hopefully that makes sense. Ayan, so any clarifications? Do you have any questions pa? Sure. Yeah. Hmm. Yung K para ma-solve yung alin. Sa problem number 1, right? Effect. Ito sa effective length factor. Ayun, so actually pag nag-analyze kayo, analysis, ito talaga yung gagamitin. Ayan. And then pag design naman siya, so 'di ba design is pipili kayo ng section and then you check if it's adequate or not. So yung gagamitin mo is itong K na to. Pero some books actually uses itong theoretical lang. Ganyan. Pero pag nagde-design kasi tayo, dapat mas safer siya. So ito 'yon. So anyway, ito for analysis and then ito for design. So sa midterms nyo actually, while checking sa midterms, ang ginagamit ng ilan ay yung theoretical K value, which I consider naman. Kasi parang hindi ko na-highlight yun dati. Pero ang purpose lang naman dito, when we design kasi dapat mas mas malaki yung factor natin. Ayan. So in practice or ito dapat yung gagamitin. Yeah. Yeah, more questions. Ayan, so if walang questions na, back to you tayo sa host. Back to you.
Ayan, thank you po, Sir Amora. Apologies po, nakamute po kasi ako kanina nung ini-introduction ko po kayo. So, thank you, Sir Amora. Any questions po? I think we're open for questions for this session. Any questions maybe put in the chat box below. Okay, so if no questions na, on behalf of everyone here, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our mentor, Engineer Amora, for sharing his time and knowledge with us today. Your insights and guidance have truly made a difference. We have created a certificate of appreciation as a sign of our gratitude. We sincerely appreciate your inspirational contribution to our journey. Let's give Engineer Amora a big round of applause. There we go. And just like that, our session has come to an end. We appreciate everyone's enthusiasm and active participation today. To help us enhance future events, remember to complete the evaluation form that is linked in the chat. As you study for your exams, we hope this session was beneficial and empowering. See you on our afternoon session later, and remain confident and focused as we continue to construct our future one step at a time. Thank you everyone, and thank you Sir Amora.